Hey there everyone, I'm Michael, and welcome to another ShiftOS dev update. I kinda stuttered there. Anyways, this week's skin of the week is Tethys by Bandicoot. If you want to get your own skin on Skin of the Week, be sure to submit it to the ShiftOS skin repository, that way people can download it from the link in the description below. I will have a link to this skin, again in the link in the description below. Anyways, let's get started. So, we are taking a look at ShiftOS 1.0 Beta 2.3, which will be released tomorrow at the time of recording this. There have been a lot of changes to do with the ShiftNet and applications, and I'd say fasten your seatbelts, because this one's going to be quite the long one. Anyways, the first thing we'll start off with is the new ShiftNet. If you go to the ShiftNet, not sure what it's called in this skin. I think it's this. Yeah, this is the ShiftNet. So, it still has the same user interface. However, there has been some backend changes with how the ShiftNet works, and I got a Steam notification. Beautiful. Anyways, with new ShiftNet, everything is client-side, and if you've seen my recent bite-sized tutorials, you'll see that I've made videos on how to add new ShiftNet websites and Appscape builds, or Appscape packages, sorry. So with this new ShiftNet comes some new websites. Now I have to apologize, there seems to be a newfound bug with light skins that kind of breaks links in the ShiftNet. Specifically in the fundamentals list. But we're going to hopefully get by that. I probably should have given myself a black cursor because I can't see it once it hits the white. But that's my fault, and it's a bit too late to change that. Anyways, we want to head to this first link here, which I know you can't see it. This is Appscape. Now, if you don't know what Appscape was, again, I made a bite-sized tutorial on how to add new applications to it, but Appscape is like the Ubuntu Software Center of ShiftOS. It's full of different applications for things like customization, Office. I'm literally just reading this stuff on the side here. There's going to be entertainment applications, productivity, all sorts of things that you can get from Appscape, and they'll help you gain code points. Some of them will be integral for the story. I'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, so you see we've got 5 applications on Appscape right now. We've got the audio player, video player, we've got the address book, and name changer, and the format editor. All applications, some of them I still have installed. All applications previously either not implemented or available in the Shiftorium. Well, now they're on Appscape. So the first application we're going to take a look at is the address book. We can click more info, and then we can click buy at the bottom, because it tells us how much code points it costs, and what the dependencies are, and there are no dependencies for this file. So we can hit buy, and we'll get a nice little info box asking us, do we really want to buy this application from Appscape? Well, of course I do. And we get a nice installer, and it's downloading. And it has almost installed, I think. Yep, there we go. Just took a bit. It uses your current ShiftNet service provider to determine how much or how fast it'll install. So now we should have a new Office category in our application launcher, and inside it is the address book. And the address book is exactly what it sounds like. It is a list of all addresses, or all users you come across within the digital society. You can add your own users, but there'll also be story-driven ones that you can't edit or remove. Right now there isn't, but we can demo how this will work by going to Add Contact. and it'll ask us for a name for our contact, and we'll just go, I don't know, Victor Tran, and now it's going to ask us for a username. Of course, I have to be clicking on it, and not clicking on other things. Sorry, I can barely see the skin. I should have prepared myself for a light skin. I'll get... Alright, so we're going to move you here. It's going to want us to type in a username. We'll go with his Vicar123. And the hell, why not? And then for a description, if I can find my cursor, again, I really had to prepare myself for a light skin. Oh well. He's not just a blue, happy face. And now, as you can see on the sidebar here, we got a new user-defined contact, Vicar123 at the hell. And if we click on it, if we double click, there we go. We get the information that we typed into the system. We get his name, his username, his system name, and his description. So that is the address book. If we want to get rid of Victor Tran from our address book, we can click remove. But I'm not going to confirm that because it's Victor Tran, and who wants to remove Victor Tran? Anyways, the next application we're going to take a look at is the audio player. So let's go to the audio player, and we will click buy. It depends on the file skimmer, so as long as you have the file skimmer, you can buy this. So we'll buy it now. It will begin installing. Does take a fair amount of time to download, but that's because I am on the Freebie Solutions IFnet service provider, and that only offers 256 bytes per second download. But now it is installed, and we can go to the new entertainment category. So if we move you over, not close that, so entertainment. And we now have Boom Bells, which is the audio player. I did not know that Tethys renamed the audio player because it was only implemented a few days ago. But this is the audio player user interface. It's a bit different from what it was like in 0.0.8, but it is pretty simple. If you want to add a new song, you click Add Song. A file skimmer will appear. And I have some Kevin MacLeod music, if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I butchered that. But I have some music here, and we'll say listen to Electrodoodle. And now it adds the file to the playlist. And if we wanted to add even more Kevin MacLeod, I hope I pronounced it better that time. You can't add two of the same song. So let's say we wanted to add Easy Lemon, and these are all music that I use in ShiftOS's YouTube channel, so we should be good to go as far as copyright goes. And these are royalty-free music. So we'll just add one more. We'll go with Killing Time. Now, we can hit play to begin playing the playlist. You can select an item to begin from, or you can select the first one. It's up to you. And as you can see, it will now begin playing Kevin MacLeod, Electrodoodle. Now, I hope it's not overpowering my voice. I can't really turn it down. But as you can see, this bar at the bottom beside the play button tracks the amount of time in the song. If we click and drag, we can actually scrub through the song, much like we could in 0.0.8. So if I wanted to skip right to the fun part. And now, we can go on to the next application, which is the video player. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of dancing in my seat right now. But we can go to more info. We can hit buy, hit yes. Bit of a pause there, but now it is downloading. And it has seemingly crashed. Or we've run out of memory. Nope, we're good. There are some bugs with the audio player to do with other applications. And it has crashed. So that's going to happen every now and then. What we need to do is we need to get all these windows out of the way. We'll move them onto my OBS desktop. We'll move you. We'll move you. And we'll move you. Just the entire game moved over. Now let's see what we've got. We've got invalid operation exception. I can actually fix that in the video right now as a mini bite-sized tutorial. So super. We'll call this a bit-sized tutorial. How about that? Let's see. So all we have to do is we need to move this over here, move that over here, and we get rid of that, and in theory, that should have fixed the bug. And that is how you avoid cross-thread operations in Windows Forms and ShiftOS. And that concludes this bit-sized tutorial. And we're back. Anyways, we should still have everything. Yep, we have the video player. Unfortunately, I can't really show off the video player actually playing video because I don't have anything royalty-free that I can show off. And I don't have any of my videos within my ShiftOS folder, so I can't really show the video player actually playing things off, but we can still go over the user interface. So, as you can see, similar user interface to the audio player. We can open a video up here, and we can... This toggle is playing and pausing, and this is a scrubbing system again. However, it is considerably more laggy, and I blame Windows Media Player for that one. For the audio player, I use something different. Anyways, that's the video player. We've gone over, and I've experienced a bug there. Okay. So we've gone over the address book, we've gone over the audio player, and the video player. What's next? Well, we have another ShiftOS or ShiftNet website we have not yet gone through yet, and that is SuperDesk. Now you may be asking me, what is SuperDesk? Well, if you think back a few videos ago, one of the main things that came in beta 2.2, or I believe 2.1, was the new desktop widget system. Now that system allowed you to have things like a clock, a code point counter, terminal, all that sort of stuff as little widgets on your desktop that you can move around and toggle on and off. That, my friends, is what SuperDesk is. And if we go, if I can actually get my mouse cursor onto the ShiftNet without losing it, if we go to SuperDesk, that links Appscape, and that's SuperDesk. If we go to SuperDesk, we get a nice little preview of what SuperDesk looks like. So as you can see, we've got the time up there. We've got the amount of code points I had when I took the picture. We have a nice terminal and the upgrade counter, and we've got the desktop widget application for beta 2.2. Actually, I think this was only added in 2.3. So this is a new thing for you guys. Anyways, if we want to install SuperDesk, we click this link right here. We'll get click to download. Now, unlike Appscape where it would install everything for us, we actually need to install this ourselves. So it's going to ask us to save a .stp file. Well, I'm going to overwrite this one. And it has already downloaded because I have not currently programmed in the ShiftNet subscription system the download limiter for that. But if we go to our file skimmer, actually no, we have to do this from the installer. So if we go into the installer, we get a different user interface here. We could click browse to select a file, and it'll ask for us to get a .stp file. Well, guess what Superdesk gave us? It gave us superdesk.stp. So if we load this in, we can click start, and just like in Appscape, it installs Superdesk for us. And once it finishes, you'll see that immediately all our desktop widgets from before have instantly shown up. So we've got our code point counter, we've got our clock, we can move everything around, nice and smooth. We got our nice terminal, although it's kind of bugged out right now. We can get rid of this text here though. Not really, I guess. Okay, it's kind of fixed. We just had a bit of a mud error there. Okay. So, desktop widgets are now installable through the ShiftNet. Now, things are starting to lag. That's because desktop widgets are still a tad bit of a memory hog. That and Canadian spring and summer is a lot like it gets pretty hot, so I have a fan on, and my computer kind of doesn't like being in hot areas, so yeah. But if we want to turn some of these off, it won't really help out with performance because of bugs. But if we go to the widget manager, this is the application that was shown in the screenshot. This allows us to turn everything on and off. So if we want to turn off the terminal, because that's going to be a distraction, and the upgrade counter, because it's kind of just there and we don't need it, we can. And much like Skin Loader, we can actually export this configuration to a file and share it with friends who have Superdesk. And now the terminal and the upgrade widget are gone. So yeah, that is Superdesk. That's pretty much everything we have so far for beta 2.3. I'm not fully finished. There's still some bugs I want to work out. And I really want to show you guys the video player, but unfortunately I don't have any footage to show off. Anyways, this has been ShiftOS 1.0 beta 2.3. I'm really excited to show it to you guys, and I hope you guys like it whenever it gets released tomorrow. Anyways, I'm going to go work on some other things. I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, be sure to check out Bandicoot's Tethys skin in the link in the description below. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It is a really cool, modern-looking skin for ShiftOS. Despite it being light-themed and hard for me to use specifically, it's still a pretty awesome-looking skin, and if you don't have eye problems that require you to use inverted colors or a dark theme to be able to see things properly, I definitely recommend using it. I really hope in the future that he makes a Tethys dark skin. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.